Yeah.
Hey yo, man, it's your time. Man, fuck poverty. Get this money, man. What the fuck you gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Phil and Leroy the Judgmental Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This your boy Phil.
And I'm Leroy. So we go on to TikTok, where TikToker Summer Reddy, SUMMEREIDY, she has 9 kids and 5 baby daddies. And guess what? She's pregnant again. And shout out to Anton Daniels on this one also. Here's the report. or video, what the hell you want to call it.
I done told y'all I got 9 kids and 5 baby daddies, and I'm pregnant with my 10th. But since there are so many new people here, I'm going to reintroduce myself and let y'all get to know me while I deep clean this bedroom, bitch. My name is Summer. I am 40 years old. I do have 9 children, and I am pregnant with baby number 10. I have 7 girls, 2 boys, and I am pregnant with a baby boy. If you're curious to know all of my kids' names and ages, then you can go to my FAQ playlist, where I answer a bunch of your frequently asked questions.
Yeah, we sure are going to go there because we just want to know them kids' names so bad.
I also have 2 grandchildren. I have a 2-year-old grandson and a 2-month-old granddaughter. I had my first child when I was 18 years old and my most recent child when I was 3 weeks from turning 39 years old. Now I'm going to have my 10th child at the age of 40. I will be 41 years old in September. My oldest 3 children are grown up and moved out, so only 6 kids currently live with me, and then we will have 7 when I have baby boy. And yes, I do have 5 fucking baby daddies. I have 1 child with baby daddy number 1, 1 child with baby daddy number 2, 2 children with baby daddy number 3, 3 children with baby daddy number 4, and I'm pregnant with my 3rd child with baby daddy number 5, who I am still.
Who is these dudes that keep knocking her up?
This goddamn girl's built like a refrigerator. Who cares about this trifling ass life she living? You know what I mean? She's a mess.
This will be his 9th child and our 3rd child together. So he has 8 children and his 9th on the way. So together, he and I both have a total of 16 children once this baby is born. And since I get a lot of questions about his kids and where they are, I'm going to elaborate just a little bit, but I'm not going to speak much on them because it's not my place to. His oldest 3 kids are grown, just like mine. All of his kids are pretty much the same ages as mine. His oldest 3 are by 2 different baby mamas. And then he had 3 kids with baby mama number 3, who is currently in prison for the death of their child that would be 4 years old, but was 6 months old at the time. The other 2 kids of theirs live with their grandparents. He does not get to see them much, and if and when he ever does, they will not be in my videos. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. That leaves me as baby mama number 4, and he has almost 3 kids with me, bringing his total of kids to 9, and my total of kids to 10, and together 16. Do the math. 19 kids minus 3 that we have together equals 16. So for everybody freaking out thinking we got 16 kids living in our house and, oh my God, we don't know how to take care of that many kids. There's no way. How do you have time for all of them? Yada, yada, yada. Bitch, 16 kids don't fucking live here. 6 kids live here. Anyways, girl,
Oh boy, that's such a... You still got a lot of kids living there. So what you saying?
have been together for almost 4 years. We actually met like 18 years
wood cleaner right over top of her baby and shit.
Yep.
ago. He is the cousin of my ex, my 4th baby daddy. And if you want a backstory on that situation, then you can go to my playlist titled
cousin
Get Ready.
Of her ex. Jesus Christ, girls, dirty
exactly.
As fuck.
Uh-huh.
Me and chat, and it's parts 9, 10, 11 where I talk about how I ended up with my ex's cousin. So yeah, a pretty interesting story. So go check that
God, family reunions is cool then because they all related and shit.
out if you're curious. Anyway, so I raised
like fucking cousins and brother and sister.
Yep.
all of my kids by myself. I have had custody of all of my kids from the time they were born until the time they grew up. If you've been following my baby daddy series, then you know that. If you don't know what my baby daddy series is, again, check my playlist. I have a playlist titled Get to Know My 5 Baby Daddies. It talks about which kids I had with which man and how our relationship was and how we broke up and how I ended up where I am today. Super fucking interesting stories there. So if you are a nosy bitch like I am, then head on over there to that playlist.
No, you just trying to get paid. That's what that's all about. So that's why you tell them all your business, right?
and start catching up because there are a lot of episodes out. I am currently still going on that series and still releasing episodes. So yeah, go get caught up, bitch. I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping this video up, but just to let you guys know, before you go and try to leave a hate comment for me or some kind of negative, nasty comment talking about how I got 5 baby daddies and I'm disgusting and I'm a slut and I need to keep my legs closed and where were my parents growing up and how you feel sorry for my kids and how they're so neglected and you could never be me. And if this was a black woman, the comments would be different. Girl, go ahead and
It would be different if she was black. So I agree with that one.
leave that fucking comment and help me out. Y'all can clearly see that my kids are taken care of. My house is clean. I have my shit together. And no, bitch, you could never be me because you're too weak. And that's why you sit back with no life typing nasty comments to strangers that you don't even know. I hope my life continues to trigger you because I'm just getting started, bitch. So yeah, hit that follow button to follow my journey and I will see y'all in the next one. I love y'all so much. Bye.
All right. We don't have to see you again. That Summer ready, boy. She ready. I'm like, what happened when the third baby daddy came around? He like, well, what the hell? You got two baby daddies? Like, what the hell you finding these damn men that be knocking you up?
Outside the jail. And they can't be worse shit. She got all these damn kids and they just knocking her up like that to have more.
Yep. So we going to Washington, D.C. Now, remember, we talked about this. Remember when a squatter was staying in the lady's house and wouldn't leave?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we bet. D.C. homeowner Roshan Douglas is back to court facing a $500,000 lawsuit from Shadia Romero, a former Airbnb guest who squatted in her home for months. So the squatter is suing the homeowner. Here's the report.
All right, you may remember this epic landlord versus squatter battle in Washington, D.C. that 7 News exclusively reported on last year. A woman, Shadia Romero, booked an Airbnb owned by Roshan Douglas. Now, Romero paid 30 days in advance, then asked to extend her stay, stopped paying, and wouldn't leave for months. Well, finally, in December, a judge ruled the homeowner could kick her out, which she did, and our cameras were there rolling. But now, as Felicia Ashley reports only on 7 News, the former squatter is suing the homeowner for $500,000, claiming designer items that she had in the house are gone.
Before the hearing even started, the judge dismissed 2 of the former squatters' 3 claims. The homeowner, Roshan Douglas, told me that she does plan to file.
And shout out to Felicia. She looked just like she like 17 or something, doing the news, and married.
A dismissal for that 3rd claim, the claim that some of the squatters' personal property was either damaged or went missing. Take a look at this 7-page list of mostly designer.
Look at all that shit. She lying. She had 2 Meta glasses. She got a whole bunch of Louis Vuitton stuff. She got
This is
Fendi
the squatter
stuff.
shit?
Yes. She got Marc Jacobs stuff, Fendi stuff.
3 mini Chanels, whatever that is.
Right. Hermes. 5
If she had
Hermes
all that
scarves.
valuable shit, she wouldn't have left it.
Right.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Items that Romero claims were lost or damaged when she got the boot. Did you get a moment to look at that list?
I did look at that list, and I did not see any of those things in that property.
Here's a look. Romero claims she had 2 pairs of Meta glasses, sunglasses from Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, Chanel, and Versace. High-end designer earrings, a white Chanel, denim Chanel, and 3 mini Chanels with no explanation of what type of item she's referencing. Hermes scarves, designer bags, the list goes
Right now, anything she could think of.
Yep.
on for 6 more pages. Basically, Romero is claiming when the Douglases put her out, her items were damaged or taken. But after the December hearing, 7 News was there as Romero got in a car. Then she walked around Judiciary Square a bit. Then she got back in the car and posted these videos on her social media page for her followers.
It is what it is at this point. I don't really care.
This is Ring camera video from the Airbnb's property around 8 p.m.
Where should he go?
when Romero and the people with her arrived.
Y'all scared? Open the door! car.
When she came to get her stuff around 8 p.m., did she take everything with her?
No, she looked like she picked through it and took what she wanted to take. And when we came back the next day, we ended up cleaning up the rest of it, and she never came back.
Romero made it
Throwing it in the trash.
clear she is not letting this go. She's already filed a motion for the court to reconsider the claims the judge already dismissed. And for their part, for the Douglases, this was such a horrible experience that they sold their former Airbnb property this week.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
For now, reporting from Northeast DC, Felicia Ashley, 7 News.
Well, now is your chance to weigh in. Scan the QR code on your screen to answer the question of the day. Should local leaders be doing more to stop squatting?
And the dumbest poll that you will ever see. Like, who's going to say no, they shouldn't do more?
So far, it's the most we've seen in any of our polls. 99% to 1. It was 98%.
I'm shocked.
8% earlier, so it's growing. You can also vote by going to WJLA.com.
All right, so we got another old story. So do you remember the lady in Texas? The whole neighborhood was getting a piece, and she was like working for the school. And I don't think she was a teacher. I think she was like a teacher's aide. And the parents and stuff was the women, I should say, wouldn't say parents, was upset that she was like online prostituting, or escort, and I don't know what you want to call it. And they couldn't understand why she was working there. So we talked about this before. Now, this is in Godley, Texas, where Ashley and Michael Ketcherside were accused of racketeering and running a prostitution scheme out of their house, where Godley police officers were reported to have frequently spent time there. Here's the report.
This investigation uncovered a prostitution operation and an alleged plot to dig up dirt on city officials. The woman at the center of it spoke with Fox 4 tonight.
I believe in justice, and I know that the truth will prevail like it always does.
That's Ashley Ketcherside, a convicted prostitute who in 2023 was removed from overseeing sex education at Godley ISD.
Okay, so she was a teacher, and she was teaching sex ed. So you got a whole teacher.
Was she really prostituting though?
No, I'm thinking they were like swinger type. You know, and the whole hood was getting some. I don't think she was like a prostitute as the way, you know, we would know. And so she's a whole teaching kids sexual education. Hey, that'd be the best person that should be teaching children.
And now her husband is in legal trouble on prostitution charges, as are Godley's.
Well, she didn't discriminate. There's a soul of mine there.
Former police chief and former police officer. Fox 4's David Santendry live tonight with that interview and the details in this tawdry case. David.
Well, there is a web of expanding allegations involving police officials, prostitution, and a whole lot more.
I have not spoken to them. I don't know what their investigation is or what is going on.
Ashley Ketcherside at the center of an ongoing prostitution conspiracy investigation by the Johnson County District Attorney's Office and Texas DPS. Her husband, Michael Ketcherside, charged with continuous promotion of prostitution. Former Godley Chief of Police, Matthew Cantrell, charged with promoting prostitution. Former Godley police officer, Solomon Omatoya, charged with soliciting prostitution. Was there prostitution between you, the former chief of police, and that officer?
Absolutely not.
We'll get back to that momentarily, but first, remember, in 2023, Fox 4 broke news that Ketcherside, a convicted prostitute advertising on
She looks so different in that picture to her doing that TV interview.
Well, she all dolled up in this picture to fucking get hot and bothered up in that joint. Look at it.
escort websites, was volunteering on a Godley ISD committee, which in part designed sexual education curriculum. She was later removed from multiple positions within the school district.
Okay, so she wasn't a teacher. She was like helping out.
I truly cannot believe that we're still dealing with it.
Yeah, I remember her. That was one of the haters that did the interview.
3 years later.
Godley ISD trustee Kayla Lane blew the whistle to Fox 4.
Yeah, that's there.
About that story. We'll circle back to her soon. As for the current criminal investigation, are you active on any escort pages right now?
I'm not.
Court documents accuse Ketcherside and her husband of racketeering, operating an illegal business or scheme to make profit while involving coercion, fraud, or extortion. In defending her husband, she disputes the basis for those claims.
He's a great husband, an amazing father to my 3 kids, and I believe in the justice system.
Investigators searched the Ketchersides' home last month. Court documents reveal they seized Ashley's burner phone and uncovered a large number of prostitution clients, including former Officer Omatoya, who solicited Ashley for sex in exchange for doing yard work. And
oh, shit. So she gave him some if he cut her grass.
Sound like a deal to me.
And player, cut that grass. I bet you had the best grass on the block.
and other favors. Omatoya led investigators to former Chief Cantrell. According to the documents, investigators uncovered Godley police officers and their spouses would frequently spend time at Ashley and Michael's residence, where Ashley was reportedly preparing another woman for prostitution. Former Chief Cantrell told investigators,
well, it sounds like, this don't sound like prostitution to me. It sounds like they all a bunch of freaks. And this is Godley, Texas, where ain't nothing about God going on there.
Ashley's common rate for sex was roughly $1,000 per hour.
Oh, shit. This must be the best sexual experience ever.
Supporting details investigators found in her phone.
I feel that two consenting adults should be allowed to do whatever it is that they want to do.
That's how Ashley responded when asked about prostitution, but to be clear, she denies being a prostitute despite 2 previous convictions. She has not been arrested or charged in the current investigation, though the court documents do identify her as a co-defendant. She also wants to point out she's not a victim.
I was absolutely never trafficked.
This case, however, is about more than prostitution claims. Investigators believe the Ketchersides and former Chief Cantrell compiled information using police resources on local city and school districts.
There's another thing. Now, we talking about police chief. You automatically think it's somebody like old, been a cop for during 25, 30 years. And here's this dude look like he about 30-something years old, and he's a police chief.
District officials and private citizens who they perceived as adversaries. How they may have used that information is unclear. So at no point did you ask this chief of police or anyone within the Godley Police Department to get you records that weren't going through the correct avenues?
Absolutely not.
Solomon Omatoya told investigators his former chief pulled computerized criminal history records of people involved in a civil lawsuit with Ashley Ketcherside, according to court documents. Kayla Lane, the Godley ISD trustee, is alarmed by the alleged conspiracy.
I'm very glad that the district attorney's office has been taking this seriously, and so I have no doubt that there are more people involved.
Prosecutors say more arrests are anticipated, but despite the multiple arrests so far and sworn statements against Ketcherside to law enforcement, she maintains innocence.
I know that the truth will come out.
Michael Ketcherside's bond is $250,000. He is in the Johnson County Jail. As for the former police chief, his bond set at $100,000. And that former officer, Omatoya, he has posted his bond that was $20,000.
Don't sound like prostitution to me. It sounds like they just all a bunch of freaks. Mm-hmm. And what's going to hurt if that police chief was giving her information like that? That seems to be the only problem to me. I don't hear prostitution. Well, the next report is Ashley, that the police arrested her also. So here's the report.
The wife of one of 3 men arrested in a Johnson County prostitution conspiracy has now been arrested herself 1 week after proclaiming her innocence.
Last week, her husband was arrested, accused of running a prostitution ring out of his home. The former Godley police chief and a former police officer were also arrested. Fox 4's David Centenary spoke to the woman last week and joined us from Johnson County tonight. David.
Yeah, tonight, Ashley Ketcherside is in the same jail that her husband has been in for nearly 2 weeks. So Fox 4 can confirm that, according to sources, Ashley Ketcherside, who's been at the center of an ongoing prostitution conspiracy investigation by the Johnson County District Attorney's Office and Texas DPS, was arrested today in the city of Godley without incident. We do not know her specific charges, but she's being processed inside the jail as we speak. Also today, Ashley's husband, Michael Ketcherside, already charged with continuous promotion of prostitution, was charged with racketeering. That's operating an illegal business or scheme to make profit while involving coercion, fraud, or extortion.
So they did have a little ducky strip joint, would you say? A brothel? I don't know what you want to call it.
This story gets even more crazy when you find out who else is allegedly involved in this scheme. Former Godley Chief of Police Matthew Cantrell and former Godley police officer Solomon Omatoya are facing charges in connection to this investigation. Both have bonded out of jail. Investigators believe the Ketchersides had police assistance to use police resources to compile info on local city and school district officials and private citizens who they perceived as adversaries. How they may have used that information is unclear at this point in time. According to court documents, investigators uncovered Godley police officers and their spouses would frequently spend time at Ashley and Michael's residence, where Ashley was alleged to have prepared another woman for prostitution. Now, remember back in 2023, Ashley Ketcherside's prostitution history and active escort status was brought to light when she was on a committee with Godley ISD, the school district here in town. And that committee she was on, part of its responsibility was to make sex ed curriculum. When her past and, again, current escort status was uncovered, she was removed from her position or volunteer position on that committee, as well as other committees within the district. So that's what really made her a much talked about name in this town.
She's popular, huh? I bet.
Last week, the district attorney's office in Johnson County said more arrests would be happening. Here's one of them. It's unclear if more will be happening at this point in time, but we'll be sure to keep you updated.
This don't sound like prostitution to me. It don't. Like I said, it goes down in Godley, Texas, where it's nothing about God. Texas. Well, all right, you can reach the Judgmentals on Facebook, TikTok. Subscribe to our YouTube at PNL Judgementals. I'm thinking I'm missing one, but hey. Or Instagram is the_judgmentals, or you can email us at pnljudgementals@gmail.com. Sorry, Phil.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Hold up, walk that whoa, hold the phone. You think all I do is rap? I can do it on my own. That's why I produce the track. Don't wonder where my crew is at. They'll be back.